Nashville, Tennessee, the country music capital of the world. Here are the Jordanaires, along with Marvin Hughes and Bobby Lord on our grand Milk Opry. We have a wonderful show lined up for you this time. We've had some great Grand Ole Opry shows, but this one I think tops them all. In it we have not just one or two singers, we have 5 or 6. You'll meet them all a little bit later on. But right now, we'd like to start our Grand Ole Opry show with the great Jordanaires singing in that great Getting Up Morning.
I'm going to tell you about the coming of the judgment. Fare thee well, fare thee well. I'm going to tell you about the coming of the judgment. Fare thee well, fare thee well.
There's a better day a-coming.
Fare thee well, fare thee well.
There's a better day a-coming.
Fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great getting up morning. Fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great getting up morning. Fare thee well, fare thee well. When you see the thunder crashing, fare thee well, fare thee well. When you hear the thunder crashing, fare thee well, fare thee well. When you see the stars falling, fare thee well, fare thee well. Hear old Gabriel's trumpet calling, fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great getting up morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great getting up morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. When you see lightning flashing and you'll hear thunder crashing, when you see stars a-falling, then you'll hear chariots coming.
Good news,
Chariots coming.
good news,
Chariots coming.
so
So
glad.
fine, chariots coming, and I don't want to be left behind. There's a long white robe in the heaven I know. Long white robe in the heaven I know. Long white robe in the heaven I know, and I don't want to be left behind.
Well, I said
Good news, chariots coming. Good news, chariots coming.
so
So glad the chariots coming, and I don't want to be left behind. In that great getting up morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great getting up morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. Great day, the righteous marching. Great day, the righteous marching. Great day, in that great getting up morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great getting up morning, fare thee well, fare thee well.
I love to hear that Ray Walker saying, just way down like this. We'll be back with more of our Grand Ole Opry show in just 1 minute. Our next Grand Ole Opry guest is a young man with about as much personality as you'll ever find in any one human being. He really belts a song. This one's called When the Snow Falls, and we're talking about Bobby Lord.
When the snow falls, I get lonesome, and when I'm lonesome, I think about you. Each spring I think I found a new love, and it may last all summer long, but I guess I'll never find a true love till winter stops coming along. 'Cause when the snow falls, I get lonesome, and when I'm lonesome, I think about you. Well, the rain doesn't ever seem to bother me. I don't mind the clouds at all. Just when I think I'm finally free, that's when the snow begins to fall. And when the snow falls, I get lonesome, and when I'm lonesome, I think about you. Well, sometimes I think I can't go on this way, but there's really nothing I can do. The snow seems to fall a little more each day when I try to forget about you. And when the snow falls, I get lonesome, And when I'm lonesome, I think about you. When the snow falls, I get lonesome. And when I'm lonesome, I think about you.
Hey. All right. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Bobby Lord. When the snow falls, we'll have another one from Bob just a little bit later on. Jordanaires, if you will, come over and gather around. Right. You did a tremendous job helping Bobby on that song.
Thank you.
And of course, I, along with everybody else, know that you boys have recorded songs that have sold millions and millions and millions. And it's just been wonderful what you fellas have done.
With you one time.
Yes, several times we recorded. That wasn't one of the million sellers.
About half a million.
Yeah, about a half a million, a half of nothing. I got one of the royalty checks the other day, and they should have mailed it in stamps. But fellas, could you give us a medley of some of the songs that you fellas have been on that has sold a million or more records?
Right.
You think you could do that?
Love to.
The Jordanaires.
I've played around and played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone, yes, winter's coming on. I've played around and played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on. Four walls to hear me. Four walls to see. Four walls to hear me. Closing in on me. Fired our guns and the British kept coming, but there wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run it down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Young love, first love, filled with true devotion. Young love, our love we share with deep emotion. Since you've gone, the sun, the moon, the stars in the sky know the reason why I cry. Love once was mine. Now you've gone.
You know I can't be found sitting here all alone. If you can't come around, well, please tell the phone to the heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Well, baby, it's you I'm thinking of. Everybody's going out and having fun. I'm just a fool for staying home and having none. I can't get over how she set me free. Oh, lonesome me. A bad mistake I'm making by just hanging around. I know that I should have some fun and paint the town. A lonesome fool is blind, just can't see. Oh, lonesome me. Well, I guess she's not like me. She's out fancy free, flirting with the boys with all her charm. But I still love her so, and brother, don't you know, I'd welcome her right back here in my arms. Well, there must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody
Just wonderful, fellas. A great job, too. We have a, hello, Marv. Complicated arrangement there, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
You going to sing one for us a little later?
There for a minute.
Yes, it did.
Sure, if you ask me.
Yes, I'm going to ask you. Right now, though, we got a great guitarist on the show with us this time, a young man who plays a lot of recording sessions here in Nashville, is on the Grand Ole Opry with us on Saturday nights, and he's going to play a tune called Corina, Corina. This is Kelso Hurston. Kelso. Very nice indeed. We'll be back with another song from our good friend Bobby Lord in just a minute, but first we would like for you to watch this very informative message from our Grand Ole Opry sponsor. We promised another song by this young man a little earlier, so we brought him back to sing one for us. Bobby Lord.
Howdy, Tom.
Good to see you, Dad.
Good to
Again.
see you, sir.
That's a pretty cool coat you have on there.
Well, thank you, sir.
When you laid it down on the chair over there a while ago, a couple of the boys played him a fast game of checkers or something.
Oh, don't talk about
I'm kidding.
my
It's
coat.
pretty, Bobby. It's pretty. What you
Thank
going to sing?
sir. An old song that I like an awful lot. Maybe some of the folks will remember. It's called Butterfly.
Wonderful.
It goes like this. Well, you tell me you love me. You say you'll be true. Then you fly around with somebody new. But I'm crazy about you, you butterfly. Well, you're treating me mean. You're making me cry. I made up my mind to tell you goodbye, but I'm no good without you, you butterfly. Well, I knew from the first time I kissed you that you were the traveling kind, but the honey that drips from your sweet lips, when tasting I'm out of my mind. Well, I love you so much, I know what I'll do. I'm clipping your wings, your flying is through, 'cause I'm no good without you, you butterfly. Well, I knew from the first time I kissed you that you were the traveling kind, and the honey that drips from your sweet lips, when tasted I'm out of my mind. Oh yeah, I love you so much, I know what I'll do. Clipping your wings, your flying is through, 'cause I'm crazy about you, you butterfly. I'm crazy about you, you butterfly.
Henry, that's splendid. That's wonderful, Bob. It's a great one, too. Butterfly, it's called. Come, Tommy. Bless your heart. This is one that you are very familiar with, we're sure. Tommy Jackson, the greatest fiddler of all time. Tom, you going to play one for us this time?
I sure am, T. I've got an old one we used to do on fiddles a long time ago that was made fairly popular recently by Chet Atkins with a guitar called Black Mountain Rag.
Well, go. Tommy Jackson. Yes, indeed. Tommy Jackson. Well, a few minutes ago, we asked Marvin Hughes if we would ask him a little later if he would do us a song. And Marvin has agreed to do one that we think some of you folks will remember a lot. In fact, I'm sure you will. It's one of my all-time favorites, and it evidently is yours, too. Is it, Marv?
One of mine, yes.
Until the Real Thing Comes Along. Marvin Hughes.
They'll remember this one, T, but they won't remember these words. These are the original words. I'd work for you, slave for you, lay my body in the grave for you. If that ain't love, then it's gotta do. Till the real thing comes along, I'd moan for you, groan for you, work my fingers to the bone for you. If that ain't love, then it's gotta do. Till the real thing comes along, I feel just like a ship that's lost at sea. Won't somebody come and take poor me? If you should leave me, you know it would grieve me. I need you more now than ever. Somehow I'd cry for you, beg, borrow, steal, lie for you, lay my body down and die for you. If that ain't love, then it's gotta do. Till the real thing comes along, I feel just like a ship that's lost at sea. Won't somebody come and take for me? If you should leave me, you know it would grieve me. I need you more now than ever. Somehow I'd cry for you, beg, borrow, steal, lie for you, lay this poor old body down and die for you. If that ain't love, then it's gotta do. Till the real thing comes along.
That's too much, Marv. That's entirely too much. Wonderful. And we'll be right back with some more good entertaining, a song by the Jordanaires, and if you will, watch this until we are coming back. One of the fellas that these four boys always record with is the famous Elvis Presley, and when they get together, he always wants the boys to sing this next song just for him. It's one of his favorites. The Jordanaires, Sugaree.
Got a letter from a baby, Sugaree wrote me today. Got a letter from a baby, Sugaree wrote me today. It was the first one she wrote me, the first one since she went away.
Well, Sugaree, Sugaree,
Sugaree, Sugaree,
you know what you do to me.
Sugaree, Sugaree,
Sugaree, Sugaree,
Sugaree, Sugaree,
you know what you do to me.
Sugaree, Sugaree,
Sugaree, Sugaree, come back home to me.
And some paper, then I sat right down to write. Got a pencil and some paper, then I sat right down to write. I said I miss you in the daytime, but I miss you more at night.
Well, Sugaree, Sugaree,
Sugaree, Sugaree,
Just fine, fellas. A wonderful job, and I'm sure all of our Grand Ole Opry viewers enjoy that one very much. You know, we always like to include a good song of faith and inspiration on our Grand Ole Opry shows, and I don't think before now we've had such a wonderful group to do our song of inspiration. The Jordanaires, of course, to show you how versatile these boys are. They sing, "How Great Thou Art."
My God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder. Thy power throughout thy universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
Just wonderful, fellas. Tremendous song. Don't you love that, Marvin?
Oh, wonderful.
Since,
That's my favorite.
mine too. And since you're the musical director for the whole group, and for that matter, for all of the Grand Ole Opry, do you suppose you could get the boys and sort of take us home, maybe back to
Sure, like
Indiana?
back home to Indiana?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Tell so.
Yeah. Was I could listen to that from now on, but our time is all gone. Our thanks to the wonderful Jordanaires, Bobby Lord, Marvin Hughes, Kelso, and all the boys in the band for being our special guests this time on our Grand Ole Opry show. And this is T. Tommy thanking you for being with us. Hope we can have the pleasure of your company next week at the same time for another session of the Grand Ole Opry.